Hey, first graders. The unit we are studying right now goes along with Eric Carle and illustrators and how he is the author and illustrator of the book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. So he does collage in his illustrations. And when we watched the video, we went through and looked at the pictures and notice that in his moon, he has a smiley face. In the sunshine, he has a smiley face. We have the different types of fruits and all sorts of different types of food that our caterpillar ate. So the first thing we're gonna do is make a collage, glue paper to paper, with a caterpillar to start with. And then we're gonna add a background. And then we're gonna draw the caterpillar first, then glue it all together, paper to paper, to make a collage. So our caterpillar starts off with a red head, green and yellow eyes, and a green triangle mouth or nose, whichever you choose, and he has 2 antennas. So these are an oval, but I have a cup, and we're gonna do a circle. We're gonna trace a circle. I'm gonna start over here because his red face is over here, and we want that red face to be a full circle. So I am tracing around. I'm gonna overlap, but I'm not gonna draw the whole thing. And so we're gonna go up and over like the book goes up and over. So I'm gonna start where I crash into that first circle and stop when I crash. So my second one is not a full circle. Next, maybe one more going up, then I'm gonna start coming back down. I am not counting how many circles I have. You don't need to count how many circles you have. We just need to have kind of the same shape as this little guy. And then for this last one, he has itty bitty little guys over here. So I'm going to just draw another one over here that's a little itty bitty. And then he has 1, 2, 3, 4 triangle feet over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 1, 2 little feet back here. 1, 2. Okay, then he's got some antennas. 1 antenna, 2 antennas. Inside eye, outside eye. Inside eye, outside eye. And then a triangle for his nose. Okay. Then I'm gonna switch my Sharpies. That was my Mama Sharpie, my fine tip Sharpie. Then I'm going to do extra fine Sharpie for the details. So right here, I'm making the little hairs that go on the outside of my caterpillar. And then I am going to do patterns in each circle, and I want different patterns for each circle, so I don't want the same ones every time. So in kindergarten, we learned about our different types of lines, trying to find our different types of lines right here. So in one of these, maybe I'll do some straight lines, maybe thick line, thin line, And then maybe this one, I do zigzag lines, but I'm gonna add some triangles to this as well. So triangles. And patterns repeat. So I need to do it again. And maybe I'll do a dashed line in between here so you can see where my patterns start and repeat. You do not have to do the same patterns as me. You may do your own patterns. But I would like you to use patterns of lines and shapes. So this is a bumpy line. Maybe I do a wavy line. Loop-de-loop-de-loo, loop-de-loop-de-loo. A dotted line. And then, like I said earlier, Eric Carle does a lot of sunshines with faces. So I am going to have a sunshine with a face, and I am going to have a cloud. Now I'm gonna cut these out and glue them on. So if I don't have all the space that I want, I could put a cloud down here because when I cut it out, it's not gonna be below him. But my cloud's gonna go like this. Maybe have some bumps in there, and then my sunshine. And my rectangles for rays. And then I am going to get my color pencils and color this. Note that I did not put a horizon line on it because we are going to glue green paper to the big blue paper to make our ground. So we have our horizon line where our collage comes together. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I wanted to note I do not have a horizon line for that reason. Okay, so I am going to do all of these green. They need to be in patterns, so don't color over the whole thing with one color. I need to use 2 different color greens or green and yellow in these. In my face, there are like little shadows that are yellow in his Eric Carle's caterpillar. right here. So this is gonna be yellow around the edges, then in the middle, and this is gonna be yellow. Okay, and then I have a purpley color for the antennas around the edges, then in the middle. No white spots showing, one direction. Make sure you are coloring in these to the best of your ability. No scribbling, just to get it done. Okay, so then I'm gonna pick a green for his eyes. This green in here as well, so I might as well start using it now. And I'm not gonna put it away because I want to keep that color out. I am using color pencils. Face-to-face students, you may use color pencils and art sticks. Art sticks are the little square ones that we have, which are color pencil lead, or woodless color pencils. They color in bigger spots. Littler spots get colored with color pencils. Okay, so then my face is going to be red and my feet are gonna be brown, and I'm gonna just keep coloring these in for you. Watch how I color in patterns. Watch how I color neatly in one direction, and I pay attention to the coloring in here to figure out what colors I want in my caterpillar. When I color, I move my paper all around in circles. If it was alive, it would get dizzy, but it's not alive, so you can color moving your paper around and around and around. Okay, kiddos, the sunshine, I am coloring around the eyes. The whites of the eyes need to stay white. I'm pressing really, really hard on the outside and getting softer and softer and softer as I get towards the middle of the sunshine. And I'm gonna do something similar with the cloud. So pressing hard on the outside, lightening up on the inside. And then when I color my orange, I press really light on the outside so that will blend or mix those two colors together. And I am actually coloring in the sunshine round to make it look round. And then I'm gonna take my first color again and color over my orange so I could blend or mix those colors even more. And then the rays, I'm going to go hard on the outside, light on the inside, on every other one. And if you don't work it out perfectly like I did, then you might have room to squeeze another one to make it even. So now I just colored in the inside of this one. Now I'm coloring the white ones hard on the outside, light on the inside. And color my orange again. Blending those all together. And that'll help give it the collage effect that Eric Carle gets when he layers tissue paper to mix colors together. Okay, and then with my cloud, I'm gonna put a little light blue and a little bit of gray, maybe a little bit of silver, all blended together. Can't find my gray. Lightly reflecting the sky a little bit. Maybe put a little silver in there. Maybe a little orange from the sun. And then I'm going to color over the whole thing with white to blend those colors together. I'm going to color it round and around and around to kind of blend those colors together. Okay, and then once everything is colored in, you're gonna take a pair of scissors, thumb in the little hole, fingers in the big hole, elbow by your side, thumbs up. we're not cutting right on the line. We're gonna leave a little bit of space around it. So we don't want these feet to get cut off. Okay, so all this goes in the trash can. Now we're going to work on our collage. When we glue paper to paper, we again go around the edges and then in the middle. You gotta go quite fast because otherwise it dries, and a little in the middle. Then I need this line not to have any blue underneath. So we want to hide all that blue because that's sky, and we don't want sky underneath our grass. Okay, then I gotta find my cloud. Where'd it go? Okay, it's on my lines. So my cloud around the edges, then in the middle, and then I put him up here. Now there's a little tricky part right here. Since my sunshine was at the edge of my paper, I need to put it at the edge of this paper also. So those little edges don't go off the page funny, because right here, if we put it like this, it would look funny right there. So be careful with that when you are going, when you're putting it on your paper. Be conscientious of where it is on your paper. Make sure you get all those little feet around the edges, even these little antennas. Then I'm gonna put the sunshine down first. So that sun is where it needs to be. Line those up to the best of your ability, and then put the rest of it down. If your little antennas are sticking up, then put a little more glue on it. Okay, and that's what I have for our very hungry caterpillar. If you want, you can go back then and add some more details, like little pieces of grass, and anything your little creative minds can come up with. Have fun.